Welcome to Blackstone Solicitors. Today we're looking at a question that really sits at the intersection of sport, reputation, and contract law. Can a national governing body drop you from a sponsorship deal because of a scandal? In short, yes, but it depends entirely on the contract. Sponsorship agreements in sport almost always contain what are known as morality clauses. These clauses are designed to protect the reputation of the organization, the sponsor, or the sport itself. They allow one party to terminate the agreement if the other engages in conduct that could bring them into disrepute. But here is where things become interesting. What actually counts as a scandal? The answer is not always straightforward. Some clauses are tightly drafted, referring to specific types of behavior such as criminal activity, doping violations, or breaches of governing body regulations. Others are far broader, using language such as conduct likely to damage reputation or bringing the sport into disrepute. That kind of wording gives significant discretion to the party seeking to terminate. For athletes and commercial partners, that creates uncertainty. Conduct does not have to result in a conviction or even formal disciplinary action to trigger a clause. Allegations, media coverage, or social media controversy can sometimes be enough, depending on how the clause is written. From a legal perspective, the key issue is interpretation. English contract law will look at the wording of the agreement, the intentions of the parties, and the context in which the contract was formed. If a morality clause is vague, there may be room to challenge its application. If it is clear and specific, it is far more likely to be enforceable. There is also the question of proportionality. Even where a clause is engaged, terminating a contract is a serious step. In some cases, there may be arguments that the response was excessive, particularly if the conduct was minor or unrelated to the individual's role within the sport. For national governing bodies, the stakes are, well, really high. Acting too slowly can damage credibility, but acting too quickly can expose the organization to claims for breach of contract. Striking the right balance here requires careful legal and strategic judgment. We're also seeing, an increased role for public perception. In the digital age, reputational damage can spread rapidly, and organizations often feel pressure to act decisively. However, it's important to remember that legal obligations do not disappear simply because a story is trending. So, what should you take away from all this? If you're entering into a sponsorship agreement, make sure you read the morality clause closely. It's important to understand what it covers, how it can be triggered, and what rights each party actually has. And if you're a national governing body, ensure your clauses are clear, proportionate, and defensible. At Blackstone Solicitors, we can advise clients on drafting, interpreting, and enforcing sponsorship agreements in sport. These situations can escalate quickly, so early advice is really crucial. If you need support navigating a sponsorship dispute, we're here to help. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.